All right, we back at it. Homegrown Radio. Chuck Dizzle, DJ Head. Got the homie, the homegrown homie. Actually, the first one that came, one of the first ones that came through when we first got here at iHeart, man.
Yeah,
it's been 7 years. Westside Boogie is back, yeah.
I'm an old head.
No, bro, I was
7 years?
I was just thinking that.
I pulled up, I said, my boy got braids.
Yeah,
I ain't been back. I ain't been here in a minute,
been a minute, bro, man. Well, I mean, you back with a new project, man. How are you feeling right now that it's out, the reception? You know, what's going on with you, man?
Man, I'm happy to be able to get past that hump of sophomore album. Because, head no, I was in my head. Oh, that's so corny. But I was in my head a lot over the past couple of years. And, you know, he helped me a lot, getting over a lot of shit that was going on with me. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, just to get those jitters out feels amazing. But, honestly, I'm ready to get back to work and, like, work on the next project because I still feel like I got so much more I got to do. You know what I'm saying?
Your relationship with your fans is one of the most unique.
Toxic.
Bro, it's one of the most unique things I've seen because they be on your head. They be on your ass, bro. Like, and it seems like, I know it be jokes. I know it be jokes, and it's like a camaraderie that you build with your fan base.
It's
like,
rooted in truth, though.
They talk so much shit to you.
Talk to me crazy.
They talk to you on Twitter, they go crazy on you. Does it ever actually really get to you though?
Nah, it never get to me because it's always like, drop an album, bitch. And then, you know what I'm saying? So it'd be like, I get it. Y'all want me to drop music, so I get that part. But then I'd be like, okay, this is the internet. It just be the B word. Because, you know, in L.A., it's like you call me weird or you call me a B word, and I feel a way about it.
Right.
But so just getting past that hump, like them calling me a bitch was hard. But, you know, it is what it is. It's the internet.
Now, you just spoke about going through it. What exactly was you going through? Like, as far as like mentally, like your mental health, what was you talking about specifically?
Well, I'm not sure you remember a couple years ago, I was super booed up. You used to see me around, you know, bragging about this girl, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So going through that breakup, and usually when I break up, when I get out of relationships, I know how to make music out of the heartbreak. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna make a fire album. But I happened to run into therapy at this time, and I had to hold myself accountable. I couldn't just blame her this time around. So it changed my whole approach on music. I couldn't just make a project off hurt because I wasn't that hurt no more. I was actually happy that I was like getting awareness. I was tapping into unaddressed trauma. So it was tough. So at the same time, also trying to find new sounds because, you know, I make the same slow song every time. So battling you with BPM conversations.
That's beats per minute for people that don't know.
Justice telling me like, stop making these same songs. Don't nobody want to hear Sad Book all the time. And then, so it was tough, you know what I'm saying? Because it's uncomfortable. Growing is uncomfortable, so.
The idea of therapy, did somebody introduce that to you, or were you like, yo, I got to go?
Yeah, nah, it was. So, I work with LVRN.
Yeah.
It was my manager, who was also working with Summer Walker. And at the time, shout out to Tunde. So, at the time, she was going through a lot of stuff in the public. So initially the therapy was for her, and it kind of like trickled down the idea of all the LVRN getting therapy. And of course I was against it because y'all know in the black community, it's for cuckoo people. So just getting over that stigma, and then it feeling like school at first for the first year, it felt like school. And I was getting frustrated because I'm like, what's the point of therapy if I don't feel the benefits? Then I had to realize she was just giving me the tools to fix myself, and I had to really do the work outside of therapy. And it's more than just once a week sessions. So, you know what I'm saying?
What was your first session like? Like when you first went in there, was you in there on some like, you got me fucked up?
Nah, it was more so what's dope about her, she a black woman from LA. So she kind of already understand how we move out here and our psyche a little bit. So she pulled up on the studio knowing I don't like talking a lot. She just like stayed in the back a little bit and like was trying to become a friend before anything. But also I noticed it, what she was doing. So I read through it and I was still like,
like,
no.
You know, I'm smart in real
Yeah,
life.
like, no, I'm not playing this. I know you trying to like, so she fought me for a couple months, and that's why I love her, because she knew I needed it, and she fought my resistance, and, you know, it was hard.
You said something very important, the fact that you realized it took about a year for you to realize that she was giving you the tools. I hear a lot of people that try to go to therapy say the first time, or, oh, you know, it just doesn't work out, like it's just not for me. But when you break down how long they actually went, it's only for a session, 2 sessions. It's not that long. You know what I mean?
And I didn't feel nothing after the first 2 sessions. And if I would have quit, I would have never felt the benefits of it. And, you know, that's why I think I'm more patient in conversations now, because, like, I know everybody ain't afforded the luxury of therapy because it's so hard to find. You know what I'm saying? Everybody not going to be granted what I got because of my label. So I be trying to, like, give advice when I can, or even be more patient in conversations, because I know people, not to say they're ignorant, they're just not aware, as aware as I am with certain situations. So Just try to be more patient.
And then, so this album is more or less a product of the new Boog that emerged from those sessions, or is this like
and
during the process?
Also me embracing that growing is something that never stops. I'm like, every time I think I'm healed, I realize I still got fuck nigga tendencies. I still like do
Ratchet
like
Boog?
Yeah, that's where Ratchet Boog come in, and even like. Now I even try to use therapy to manipulate girls when I'm talking to them.
Oh my
like,
God,
and
bro.
that's when I gotta.
You're not supposed to admit to that.
Exactly, I know, and that's why I gotta catch myself. I'll be like, yeah, I'm like, because I'm being honest with her. I'm like, yeah, this is new honest Bug, but then I still like move weird with her and like, you know what I'm saying? And so
when you catch yourself in the moment,
people say I'm honest.
Do you let yourself go all the way through it, like until certain situations after you smash, like you say, okay,
yeah,
I realize,
man, I'm still grown, bro. It's not like I'm like 30% healed. Honestly. You know what I'm saying? Maybe not even 30.
But when you catch yourself in the moment, do you stop yourself then to say, you know what, this is some fuck nigga tendencies?
I stop myself till nighttime. Man, it's hard. You know what I'm saying? Or I'm good at ghosting stuff when I realize like, and maybe that's not the right answer, but at least it's better than me like dragging this girl on. At least I just stop talking to him and just like.
I wanted to ask you this last thing and we'll move past that. But I remember like hitting you up over the last 2 years. I'll just hit you up and be like, just tell you how dope you are, or how great you are. And then one day you hit me, you was like, bro, you called me, it was like, you don't know how much I needed this.
I was crying that morning.
Really?
It was one of them mornings. I was just frustrated, you know what I'm saying? Trying to figure it out, like second guessing myself like a human. And I got that message, perfect timing. And it was just reassurance like, Boogie, get your shit together. Because it's hard, you know what I'm saying? Trying to cut through and not like break your moral compass in this industry when you trying to like succeed. And you got to accept that you in the music business. And you got to accept the part that it's not just you doing it for passion. You're in the actual business and you can't take stuff personal. My label is a business. I can't take that personal. So, it's just hard sometimes accepting that.
I literally just told somebody that the other day. It's like you have to realize that this is the music business. Like you love what you do, but understand people are trying to make money also. So as long as you realize that, you good, And
even when it's like you got a team of people outside the label, when you got 20 people that's believing in you, you got to want them to make money. You can't just want them to just like eat off their belief in you because that don't pay nobody bills. So.
I like that. I want to dive into some of the project real quick.
More black superheroes.
More black superheroes. Why the title?
Man, I think it's such a layered title for me. Shout out to LVRN for helping me like come up with the title. But it means so many things to me because like around this time, like last year when I started doing the freestyles, I was like realizing I loved being ratchet. And I realized I had this side boxed in for so long. Then I was like, oh, I'm not just like, I could be more than just an emotional rapper. I could be all these different things. And I think that's when I'm at my best. Hence, like, I feel like I'm at a superhero when I embrace all these sides of myself. And at the same time, embracing like I'm a survivor of my situations. Like black people go out in the world, black men, we go out in the world and think our situations is normal. We don't give ourselves credit for being survivors. And I just wanted to give myself credit this time around and make sure all of us give ourselves credit like we superheroes. We made it through some crazy stuff. You know what I'm saying?
What do you feel like your superpower is?
One of them is being vulnerable. I feel like that's one of my superpowers is like finding strength and being vulnerable. Being ratchet, my ratchet side is the power.
What's the most ratchet thing you've done?
Dang, this
in the
is
last
crazy.
5 years.
5 years, the most ratchet thing I've done. Probably deal with my assistant, all of her homegirls. You know what I'm saying?
What do you
mean? You say all of? You mean all of them?
And what do you mean deal with?
Like how many of her homegirls have you not
dealt with?
One.
How many
homegirls? But I liked her at a point in time. I promise you, she just not giving me the play. But
so, do they all know why you're manipulating them with your therapy?
Nah, I wasn't manipulating. Nah, but the thing is, I also be thinking I'd be in love. If I be thinking I'd be in love every time. I'd be like,
you should stay in therapy, bro.
That's what you tell me. Yeah,
you gotta stay in therapy, my nigga, because your shit fucked up. Right?
Yo, you hear it though.
I'm so far away, man.
From Thirst 48 to this, it's like that's the common denominator with Boogie, man. That's just, you definitely a vulnerable guy. But I think that again that plays to your strength. You can actually bring that to the forefront. It's like you're gonna be transparent no matter what. And I think the fans love that and it resonates with them as well.
Yeah, and I know I always connect to music. Like music with message, I only connect to it when they feel like they're not preaching to me. So I think when I meet people at like that level and let them know, like, I'm not trying to preach to you, I'm just telling you I'm flawed too,
right,
and learn from me. You know what I'm saying? I think it work out better that way.
I like that you said flaws. I want to come back to that, but I want to stay on the album more Black Superhero. It's a lot of melody on this album as far as you like it, and I know like you'll do. I don't know how to say it because I'm not a musician.
Got you.
But on the last project, you'll do like monotone melodies, like Silent Ride.
Yeah,
It'll be like, it won't be like real
I feel you.
melody, right? But on Nonchalant, Pride, for a couple other songs, like
Nonchalant, by the way.
I noticed you like really harmonizing and shit.
Trying, man.
So are you? Is that comfortable for you yet? Are you still experimenting?
Nah, I think I always been. No, I gotta give it credit to Keys and Dart, my producers, who always hype me up, telling me I got vocals when I'm just singing around the house.
R&B, telling you got vocals.
That was hard.
But you're not Beyonce, my nigga.
Okay, man. See, and that's why I stopped singing. I'm gonna stop singing now. But nah, I think I am more comfortable. I'm getting older, so you know, after you do stuff so many times, like you be in the gym, you just start being more comfortable with it. So I'm always singing at home.
Yeah, now, and then also something on. What is it on LOL? I think it's LOL Shaking My Head 2.
Yeah.
You said, hate I gotta bump my head to understand the lesson.
That one hit for me.
You learn everything the hard way in life?
I can't. I'm trying to think of a time somebody told me something and I just listened. Like, you right, and I'm not gonna do that.
No, because you didn't even listen to me the first time I tell you.
That's what I'm saying. So yeah, but I ended up listening.
You did,
but I had to bump my head. Dropping all that slow shit that wasn't hidden. I had to bump my head that way. So yeah, it's unfortunate. And me and Herb was having a conversation about me and Lena, my sister. I don't mean to just say her, but we was having a conversation about that. Like, it's just weak that you really got to do that.
But that's not everybody though.
Dang, for real?
No, I learned. If y'all watch you do some stupid shit, I pick that up immediately. Like, oh, I'm not fucking with that.
Dang, that's tight.
So,
I'm glad people out there like that.
Congratulations, my nigga.
So, but I'm saying, like, okay, what's the hardest lesson you've had to learn bumping your head?
Hardest lesson? Dang. This is a tough one.
Do you think it has to do with music, or is it life?
It gotta be a life one, right? It gotta be something with women. Like, it gotta be something like me knowing, like, because I fall in love so fast. So it got to be something like me falling in love fast, knowing this girl not good for me, and then being heartbroken right after. And it's like, I'm good at gauging like females too, knowing I shouldn't deal with them, but it's something about the chase. If any girl make me chase them, I'm going like,
really? You like that?
I love it. I'll be blinded by it. Like, I just was chasing this girl for a year, and then I had sex with her like 2 weeks ago. So I don't even like her. I thought I liked her. I don't even really like her.
Bro,
it's crazy, man.
This nigga is ridiculous.
No, I chased her for a year.
Okay, look. Let me tell you why people like you fuck up my life. Because women assume that when men love the chasing, and I'm too old for that shit, bro. Like, I'm old now.
Yeah,
like, even when I was young, I was old. I don't like I want my shit up front.
No, I feel you.
Because that way let's get all of this out the way right now, and then we can determine if we fuck with each other. And you're not annoying. I'm not. You can fuck with all of my shit. Let's get everything up right now. That's how I live my shit.
I'll be just in this. It's like I've been dealing. Maybe it's the type of women I deal with too. I think I'm traumatized from all the industry women I deal with. I never could tell what's genuine. So it's like, oh, you making me chase you. This must be real, and you're not just giving me the puss on the first night. You must really fuck with me.
Oh, my God, bro. Yeah, you definitely stand. What's your therapist's first name?
Sarita. Shout out to Sarita, man. Long way to go.
We need you, queen. You know what I'm saying?
Pull up.
Long way to go, man.
Also on the album, Can't Even Lie.
Shout out to Big Soldier from Bompton.
Boy, man.
Okay, Big Draco.
Big Draco from Bompton. Say that.
I'll let you say that.
No, I'm just fine.
Shout out to Soldier Boy. He actually gave you a quality verse.
He gave me a good verse, and I ain't gonna lie, like, I wasn't scared, especially in the midst of Kanye cutting his verse, and you know what I'm saying?
He had something to prove.
I was in the studio, and I was like, man, what if Soldier Boy's on this? Everybody like, ah. Then I'm like, no, this might be tight. Yeah. Text Justice like, hey, man, let's make this happen. Got it back in like 2 days. He did charge me. He did. Not nothing crazy. And it's also from Interscope budget. I ain't paid out my pocket. Shout out to Interscope. But I don't know why I told y'all this. It make it feel less organic. But
I mean, but
everybody else is my dogs. You know what I'm saying?
You had the inception of the idea to have him on the
song. I made it happen. He deserved his money for that verse.
So, are you a Soulja Boy fan?
Duh.
What's your favorite Soulja Boy song?
Damn. Crank That Soldier Boy. No, can't even lie. Right?
His song, not yours.
Crank That Soldier Boy, duh.
Okay. All right.
So you open the album. Right? The album is that your son?
Yeah, it is my son. Thank you.
Yeah, so
thank you. Somebody was like, "Who this girl on your album?" That shit had me hot because my baby hit puberty since then because he's 13 now, so his voice deeper than that. So he hate hearing it. He be like, "Man, I sound like a squeaker." I guess that's the term.
I don't know what that means.
So it's interesting because obviously he's cussing on there. So what's your relationship like with your son? I mean, people see it online.
I never let him cuss either, and I had to, and he was so uncomfortable with that.
I was about to say you walked him through that. Wow.
For one, anytime he does anything with me on social media, I have to pay him something.
Wait. Who started that?
I created that culture.
Okay, so
I created that culture.
But it's also he like don't want to be on the internet, or maybe just not on the internet with me. I think he got hidden Instagrams and stuff like that. But
he's hiding from
me. But like I brought him in the living room that day, like, please say this. He's like, no, like he didn't want to do it.
Dad, I don't want to say you got me fucked up.
Then how comfortable he sounds saying it. I'm like, boy, you be saying this at school.
I was about to say it sound like he definitely be cussing.
Dead homie.
What grade is your son in?
7th, but he about to be in the 8th now.
I always say this because I go to schools and I talk to kids all the time, and they be like, "Oh no, what he's gonna say?" I'm like, "Bro, middle school kids curse more than adults."
No, they're different. They
way
bad.
More than adults.
Different. I be at my kid game behind them, listening to what they talking about, and then they be like playing it little like, "Suck my dick, niggas." Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, boy, yo, weird.
Do you now? Your son, first of all, it's no way you could have denied your son. Your son is.
That's what y'all say. The first 6 months, though, he looked like a little light skinned like boy that wasn't mine. And I was getting into it with my baby mama, and she was like, "Yeah," and his name was Anthony too. Her dude before me, and she was like, "Yeah, Anthony said he looked like him." Now, so I was pissed.
Yeah, I bet you were
sick, but
No, your son looks identical to you.
There's no denying it.
And I always, and it's funny you say you have to pay him because I saw y'all at the soccer game. Yeah. And he looked like he was not fucking.
Let me
with
tell you, he was irritated. He had to go, but I was like, nah, he needs to see different stuff instead of sitting in his dark room all day on his phone. That's what he's doing right now, probably playing with himself.
Oh my God! Do you have that conversation with your son? What is that conversation like?
Nah,
with
I let his
Boogie?
mama deal with that part. I don't want his mama caught him watching porn. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man,
and why you saying this stuff?
You gotta talk to him.
His friends is gonna watch this shit.
I know, man. I got a problem with this rambling.
You gotta talk to him, though, man. You gotta have that conversation.
I do try to have them conversations with him like now because I know early on I tried to hide too much stuff from him because it's just like, and it's just like when you go through your girl phone, you finna find something. That's how I feel with his phone. It's like. I just know.
Do you go through phones or you just leave
girls' phones?
No, his phone.
Oh, his phone. Known. His mama do it more than me. I'd go through his phone maybe like once a year, just because I'll be like. Last time I did a couple years ago, he was saying "cuh" to somebody.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, that was a tough day for me.
That was
tough day. I ain't went through his phone since. On my soul.
Yo. Hey, this is amazing. I love this conversation. You know what's funny? Go ahead.
No, because I want to speak. I want to kind of stick with fatherhood, man. Because obviously, people have seen the journey with you and your son. You're very hands on with it. And I appreciate that. As a father myself, my son's 4 at this point. But for you, what advice do you give fathers? What dad advice can you give for other fathers out there?
The biggest thing is don't hide it. Try to prepare him as much as you can and plant the seeds. Because the instance of him saying "cuh," it was because I spent so much of my life hiding that I was from a gang from him instead of telling him my truth. Why I started gangbanging because my daddy wasn't around. I was honestly just being a follower. I wasn't born over there and just had to be there. I chose to go over there in middle school. You know what I'm saying? So realizing I should have had them conversations with him earlier and preparing for the world, and then he gonna make his own decisions. But at least I could plant the seeds. You know what I'm saying?
That's dope. I like that you say that because I always believe in. I hate when parents hide the world from their kids.
Exactly.
And then when the kids go into the world, they're not prepared.
They lost, and so I'm glad I caught it at least a little early. It's later than what I would have wished for, but I caught it. So trying to change it now.
What wrongs are you trying to right? I'm saying this all wrong because you mentioned it on the project, obviously the last song talking about your relationship with your dad as well, man. So is that more of a reinforcement thing and making sure that the things and the tools that he didn't give you, make sure that you're giving to your son?
And I just try to make sure he willing to have uncomfortable conversations. So I got to do that. Right. It's like we run from those as people. I've been running from it with my dad, and I finally think I'm ready to have that conversation with him. So soon I'm gonna reach out to him because it's just been like my life. I don't need it, but knowing I got like some hidden anger behind it. You know what I'm saying? So
now, has he reached out to you to kind of have those conversations, and you kind of blocking it
like
off?
Years at a time. Like he reached out on Facebook maybe a couple of years ago and saying like it was my mom's fault because he tried when I was younger, but she always like pushing him away. But then I'll be just like, I didn't got into it with my baby mama. It's nothing that could keep me away from my kids. So I always get mad at that part. But, you know.
You feel like it's more than an excuse.
Yeah, and I feel like an excuse because if you really want to see your kid, nothing going to really stop you. Or you're going to go to court or figure it out. You know.
But have you had a sit-down conversation with him? Or is it all been?
I haven't seen him since I was 12.
Okay. Had that conversation, bro.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah.
Is that why it's war?
Yeah, and it's just a battle in my brain. You know what I'm saying? Anthony battling the gangbanger side who try to act like he don't got no feelings. And it's always conflicted when I go to my neighborhood. Feeling like I gotta be tough all day when I want to tell them niggas, cry with me, bro. Like, cry with me, blood. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
You know what's interesting is the parallels, and I want to talk about Purple Hearts too, but the parallels between more black superheroes and Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers. There's parallels there because, and I know it's not intentional. I know you're not trying to be Dot, but I noticed that you. At the same time, it's like, okay, we fucking with therapy.
That shit tripped me out, bro.
Listen, bro, we fucking with therapy. And then it's more or less, okay, it's about healing. And then it's also about being vulnerable. And for y'all to have the same consciousness almost at the same time and drop. Yeah. I mean, he been working on his shit probably longer than you have.
No, let me tell you, it pissed me off at first, though.
Really?
My initial thought, like, he would take my message. And it's Kendrick.
It's my shit.
It's my message. But then I had to check myself, like, if I'm happy with if we happy with all these rappers saying the same gun message, I should be happy. And if I really care about this message of healing, I should be happy that Kendrick talking about it. And if I really am standing on what I believe in, I gotta be happy that Kendrick doing it for real, and that the message is getting glorified. And just hope that more people talking about it. Because if not, I'm just saying therapy to look cool, right. Tight, so
did you know? Oh, sorry.
No, I was gonna say just because you tweeted out the other day something about that too. Because it's so interesting that you mentioned that. A lot of people always talk about what's wrong with hip hop, what's wrong with West Coast rap, what's wrong with LA, all that, right? Yeah. And I think you tweeted out, you're like, yeah, I'm hearing all these complaints about shit, but have you checked out Boogie's album?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Good tweet, great tweet.
So they just
no, I was gonna talk about. Were you aware of the messaging of Mr. Morale album when you was doing Summer Walker shit?
Heck no. It's crazy. The competitive side of me, like, yeah, let me listen to this song to see where Dot Head is at so I could try to compete. But I couldn't gauge it off that song. I'm like, okay, the Dot in a crazy bag. Yeah. But I didn't know he was gonna have a therapy album because that was the only part I heard was like that
song.
So
when you were you helped Summer Walker write her verse.
And I didn't see Dot at all in this process. This was just like Justice texted me like, "Hey, can you help with Summer verse for the Kendrick album?" And I'm like, "Man, you lying." So I sent Justice some bullshit melodies, and he was like, "This shit suck. I'm telling you, this really for Kendrick album." So then I tried again.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
You called his bluff.
Yeah, and then I tried again, and it.
Damn! Imagine if they would have put that weak ass shit on there.
No, the fact that I really was like ignoring that opportunity make me so mad at myself, and like you can't never get comfortable. So even like as a signed artist, you got to always check yourself because like you really,
dude, how crazy would it have been if you would have heard some shit after the fact?
Oh,
you knew like that was that song.
Happened to me once. On Janae Aiko album, she got a song with Absol. Damn, what song was that? It's on her like on the One Way Street, going the runway on the one. I had that song. Gave it a lazy verse. Absol ended up with it. So you know what I'm saying?
Wow.
It's just like,
wait a minute. Oh, One Way Street. Yeah, with Absol. So she swapped you out for Absol.
Took my verse off and put him.
Because you had a weak ass verse.
I believe so.
When you did the verse, did you know it was weak? You was like free. You was just fucking.
because sometimes it just be fit. And plus, I didn't talk to her. It came from Paul Rosenberg. So I was just like, man, this cap. But you can't look at it like that. You got to always like.
Why would you think that way?
I don't know, man. Plus, I don't know, man. I was just like,
what?
I was just in my own head worrying about myself, and I do that sometimes. I'll be just like, I only care about what I'm doing right now, and I know I need to get better at like relationships with artists. I don't really like people. You know what I'm saying? I love Janae Aiko, but yeah, it didn't feel natural.
Got you. Okay. I want to stay. Okay, let's stay on the album. Also, Windows Down.
Remember you heard that in the studio?
Yes, Big Snoop Dogg. Now listen,
Yeah.
What?
Nothing. I was thinking about the time I played you in the studio.
What did I say?
It was the hate when you take the good songs and try to make it too artsy. So I was playing Windows Down, and it got to the breakdown part at the end. He was like,
No.
"What is this? Why would you cut the hook like this?"
What are you doing?
I hate it because like if you got a slap, let it be a slap.
Nah,
Right,
I mess
right.
with that.
Don't fucking
You
just
saw head is my
breakdown,
dog,
right,
man.
right.
do all kind of weird shit to it. Like let it be the
My
record.
dog.
Having a
man.
run in the middle of it.
But Snoop wasn't on it when you played it for me.
No, he wasn't. You're right.
He wasn't on because it was just that weird ass thing on the end, but it wasn't Snoop. I love Snoop. I love Snoop on that song, but it's basically talking about it's like a hot box type of type
and
of
that's
vibe.
a form of therapy for me. Sometimes it don't got to be with a therapist. Sometimes talking to your homies is therapy.
Right. Okay.
So
Have you ever gotten too high?
Yeah.
And how did that go for you? What happened?
The first time I got high was too high, and I remember I was hanging with a bunch of Crips, my homies in Long Beach, and they just started like picking on me for some reason. No, I remember what happened the first time I got high. We was hotboxing. My homie got high for the first time, and he was like, I started playing some R&B. He was like, ha ha, this nigga crying, and just started making fun of me in front of everybody, right? So then all my homies was like, oh, you gonna let him talk to you like that? So then he went to the gas station. I followed him to the gas station on Orange and Market in Long Beach, and I socked him out.
Allegedly.
Wow.
No, it's my homie though. I socked him out. It's not allegedly. I fired this shit
nigga
up.
is crazy, bro.
I fired him up. You know what I'm saying? That's my boy.
Fire this shit up, man.
Yeah. Don't
Making fun of me.
I listen to
Now,
R&B.
while you were punching him, were you still in the act of crying?
I was never crying, man. That's the part that got me high. Cause like, boy, just cause I went here R&B, you saying I'm crying?
Oh shit!
Tough.
All right,
That's
Boogie, ladies and gentlemen.
Man.
That's
That's
hilarious.
Also, why? What else? It was something else. The name. I remember when I think your name change came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Because we all know you as Boogie, right?
Yeah.
And then it was like it was some like
Political, yeah.
It was some political announcement saying this artist is now officially named Westside Boogie. I don't know where that came from, but I remember I got it in an email or something.
Damn, for real?
Yeah.
Shout out to my team,
Yeah,
man.
he's
Shout
like
out to
making them
Mir,
know.
man.
What happened?
Well, it was a couple things. For one, you know, we in a world where people call your Instagram name.
Facts.
So I would go out and people would say, "Westside Boog," and I get irritated because I'm like, I'm the first Boogie. Like, only call me Boogie. You know what I'm saying? But then it started getting to the point where I'm like, you got to find a way to separate yourself. You got to find a way to be unique. And so, Westside Boogie, and I'm from the West Side.
So you chose that.
Well, I was already going by that, and the idea was pitched to me by my team.
Got you.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I was like, I'm with it.
Got you.
I want to go back to the high part. What kind of high are you? Are you a happy high, a paranoid high? When you get to
I'm not paranoid. I'm mostly happy for the most part when I just like being high in the house though. I don't like being outside anyway. So
Gotcha.
I'm usually,
So if you're outside high, does it turn into paranoid high or is it annoyed high?
I'm fun outside because
Okay.
I always mix it with liquor, and it's just like,
Oh my God.
I don't ever just be outside high because if I probably will get paranoid then. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my
Not
God.
the
Have you
best.
done anything out of paranoia? Like I remember I was paranoid one time. I was doing wild shit in my house.
Like what?
I was pulling my gun out and like I was tripping.
Nah, I just start getting in cold sweats sometimes when I get too paranoid. You know what I'm saying? Usually
Gotcha.
do that.
What's the difference between Ratchet Bug and Super Blood?
Super Blood is Anthony, Ratchet Bug, everybody combined to make my greatest self. Ratchet self is on my ratchet side, the Capanella Bug, the Paru Bug, the being in therapy but still not making a difference bug type of bug, you know?
So like going to therapy, sitting there with your therapist,
lying to my therapist.
but then
bug.
thinking about robbing her after the session.
Nah, see, I used to take like sidekicks when that was the thing, but I never was a robber. You know what I'm saying?
You got to stop confessing the crimes.
man.
On,
That's nuts. That's nuts. But yeah, freaking yeah, I just be doing thought stuff,
Got you.
With your ratchet friends.
being ratchet and stuff.
No.
No, I was gonna keep going with the fatherhood shit, man. Is there a certain show that you watch with your son?
My son don't like kicking it with me. We only like go play basketball together.
You gotta
like,
pay him to hang out.
Yeah.
Damn, dude.
He make me, but lately he been trying to make me watch Stranger Things, and then if I'm not looking at, he's like, you're not even paying attention. I'm going to my room. Then he go back to his room.
You want more kids?
I want to be. Dang, we just talking about married. I don't want to have another baby mama situation to where I can't be around my kids 24/7. As great as the relationship is with my kid mom, I feel like I be missing moments. And the first couple of years was hard. You know what I'm saying? When you got like different core beliefs on life and trying to find that middle ground of parenting, it's tough. So I think I want a partner first before I have another kid.
Do you want to get married first, or do you just want to have a partner?
Well, Head is talking me out of getting married. So.
No, don't put that shit on me,
man.
I did not talk you out of getting married.
Also, my baby mama, she got pregnant, and then her baby daddy got deported. She dated like some Dominican dude. So she just had a baby. And so this is basically my daughter. So now I got a Dominican daughter.
Bro.
Shout out to Noah Dixon. This is my daughter. But if the daddy ever come back, obviously, you know,
you gotta relinquish.
I gotta back up. But if he take too long, this is my baby for life.
Bro,
I already said I'm finna turn into a hooper.
I thought Vince was the most honest nigga that we have.
You going toe for toe right now.
She gonna be a hooper though.
Yeah, she tall.
Well, she's 6 months, man. I'm just saying. I know. I already got my baby.
Is she tall for 6 months, nigga?
I don't know, man. But then I went to the soccer.
That was random.
I went to the soccer game 2 days ago. That soccer game, and I was like, dang, if I bring my Dominican baby up here, she gonna be nice. Yeah.
Okay. All right, for sure.
Yeah. Me and my Dominican
this
baby.
This nigga is crazy. All right. Two more things. I saw you post a South by Southwest video of you rapping in 2015.
Wow. Crazy.
And you said it was 3 people probably watching you perform, right? Do you remember all of those things, like people getting up, going to the bathroom while you on stage?
Man, I remember it. It's like one show that stick out to me the most. It was when I was performing at the Observatory, opening up for Tyga. And I remember like 3 minutes in, his DJ coming and like, hey man, y'all using the wrong equipment, and like literally stopping me in the middle of my set.
No,
like,
for real.
And I was just like, this shit crazy. Like I'm standing on stage and I really will never forgive Tyga from that. Like, he don't know.
I'm gonna say, have you had a conversation
about it? I'm sure, but I was angry at him for so many years. He was like, that really.
Hey, you know your DJ just fucked me, right?
And then I'm getting tweets like, "Don't quit your day job." You know what I'm saying? So I was like, "Damn, that messed me up."
Bro, that's hella funny.
Yep. And then one time in South by, I was with Weeder, my big homie Weeder and Desi, and I remember my computer messing up, and my DJ Desi just trying to glitch and play a song, and he played OT Genesis Coco on accident. So now I'm up there trying to perform Coco like it's not even my song. So then I just storm off stage, and then my big homie be like, "Blood, you making the hood look bad. You better walk back out there." So then I go back out there pouting, do the song, and then come back off like, "We ain't never listen to you again. Don't ever tell me." You know what I'm saying? So those 2 shows.
Okay.
Those 2 shows.
Yeah, those are definitely experiences.
Speaking of Desi G, man, how proud are you of him
So
getting the corner store LA, man? All that going on, man.
So proud of him because he an example of just taking advantage of what you get. He done been in so many situations with me, and he don't ask me for nothing.
Right.
He just take what he can get and make it happen on his own.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying? And it pushed me to go harder because I'd be like, damn, I can't let Desi pass me up. You know what I'm saying? And the nigga built a platform. Yeah. And I just be amazed every day. I'd be ready to cry looking at Desi. You know what I'm saying? Because that's my dog, for real, for real.
Good
I saw footage of you on Sway. Shout out to Sway.
Shout out to Sway.
With Iman Shumpert.
That day was so random.
Bro.
Let me tell you how I started off irritated because I was supposed to just do my own interview. You know what I'm saying? But then it was like, because Eminem was supposed to, they was like, yeah, Eminem finna call in and surprise you. Well, it's not surprising. Because they told me, and I'm like, bet. And then they like, but Iman taking long. So then I walked in like, Sway, like, man, can y'all just combine your interview? So I never met the nigga, and I'm just like, all right.
Sure, why not?
Wow.
But it ended up being amazing. He was dope. He got to rap in front of Eminem, you know what I'm saying?
Do now I always have this thought, if rappers feel a way about athletes rapping, because you know how athletes give rappers shit like, oh, y'all niggas can't hoop.
Exactly.
But Iman is actually really good.
Nah, I'm good. I just like calling people good if they good. So
okay,
athlete or not, don't
basketball players suck a lot of times.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
They do,
especially when it's like Dame Dash got. I mean, not Dame Dash. Dame Dollar got bars, but sometimes like I don't want to hear it. You know what I'm saying?
So it's not that it's trash. It's just you don't want to hear from him.
Yeah, it's hard to connect, and that's just what music is. You connect to what you connect to. What Iman, I was looking at it, I believed it, and I was like, oh shit. You know what I'm saying? You talking about robbing niggas? I was with it.
Did you just brought up Eminem? Have you is that relationship curated over the years? Is it like, or is just not a label thing?
Just imagine 2 niggas who don't like talking and that's what it is.
Wow.
It's like we read each other's mind. Like, I love you, bro, and he like, I love you too, man. I got your back. But I don't ask for nothing. I think what I realize, a lot of my friends be frustrated in my neighborhood because they be like, Eminem not doing enough for you. And they be like, blood, you signed to the biggest nigga in the world. But I don't think they understand you're not supposed to go into these situations with expectations. Everything I've ever asked him to do for me, he's done. If I needed a feature, he gave me my biggest song. I wanted to stand on my own on this project, so I didn't want the feature this time around because I wanted to be able to stand on my own. He put me in front of 80,000 people to perform. And yeah, maybe if I ask for more, it'll work. It'll be different. I don't need nothing else.
What's your favorite Eminem song?
Stan.
Least favorite?
What's the song with Skylar Grey?
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I don't even have to.
Yeah, there we go.
I already know. Also, on your album, you know that's my shit.
Yep, my boy told me it's special.
That shit is fire, bro.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
Obviously, it's Ratchet Bug.
It is Ratchet Bug.
That's
Ratchet Bug. That's the only bug you like, man. I get it.
What you like? You like Ratchet Bug too?
I know.
You know what I'm saying? Now, when you go in to make these songs, because I think I asked you this in the studio, but do you already have the idea for the song? You have to hear the beat first.
No, I gotta hear. I never made no song before the beat. I'm not one of those like artsy writers who be at home in his journal like, when the birds, I'm gonna use this on the beat later. You know what I'm saying? I just create music with my people or with a producer. Like, obviously it'd be bars. I'd be in the shower sometime and I'd be like, oh, I'm using this bar somewhere. Or like, but I don't really come up with melodies without beats for some reason. I just need the moment. And so with All Right, I remember LVRN calling me, telling me I was being lazy because I didn't have a single, even though I was recording every day. So I cried. Once I got off the phone, I was like, man, they got me messed up. Then Keezy started playing this beat, and I was like, all right. And it just happened. Every time I need it, God just put it in my lap. Pause. I don't know.
You can't pause.
It's not pause.
You can't pause.
God put it in my lap.
You can't pause.
You're right.
Yeah.
If God was a stripper,
you're right.
You know what I'm saying?
And when you had these moments, like you said, you got a bar that comes to the mind. You hop out the shower or wherever you're at, right? And do you write it down? Do you put it in your phone? Do you record it? How do you?
I don't write just because my eyes is so like bad. So, you know what I'm saying? I stopped doing that in like high school, but I do got trigger words on my phone sometimes. If I'm scared, I'm gonna remember it. I just need one word to trigger the whole bar.
Really?
You know what I'm saying? And so that's all.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
So when you say you got bad eyesight, is it like so bad or like what?
Well, it's 20/100. You know how you got 20/20?
Yeah,
so 20/100.
What is 100? Does that mean it's backwards, or what the fuck does that mean?
Like 20/20 is perfect vision.
Right.
So 20/100 mean my right eye is legally blind. Like,
get the fuck out of here.
Bad.
Really?
Yeah.
Is
Do
it
you wear
worse
glasses?
than 100?
Yeah, I just didn't. It don't look cool as a rapper. So
Come on now.
You got your glasses on you? Let me see.
Okay.
Okay. Let's bring out glasses, Bug.
Put your glasses, Bug.
I love this. I gotta clean them.
That's
I
cool.
had some Gucci ones, but I always put in my
put
bag
those
like
on.
this.
No, them is the lens crafters.
These. Yo, look at my people.
You good. So this whole time you couldn't see us?
I didn't even know this was y'all, man. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
see? Actually, that don't look bad.
They cool?
Yeah.
I feel like
So with that is with the right one, it's like hella thick.
Yeah, so it's really no prescription on the left side. It's more prescription on this side.
Did you say? So you said the right one is hella thick.
Yeah.
Okay. I was wondering. I was like, why the fuck is your right eye? Okay.
The right one hella like that motherfucker like a fit like Finding Nemo.
You know what? This wasn't for that.
I'm sorry.
Hey, my bad.
No, but I'm saying like they don't look bad though.
Thank
You should wear your glasses more often. Now, you should, bro. Ain't nothing wrong with glasses,
man.
bro.
Appreciate you, love you, man.
Okay, we gonna do these. Well, before I get to the head scratchers, I gotta ask this question.
Damn it, I forgot about that.
Yes. Whose kids did you borrow for the album cover?
I don't know who them kids is. I'm gonna get their Instagrams and their names for them kids.
I was looking at the album. I'm like, none of these is his kids, bro.
I'm telling you, when I was in New York, and they was like, "Man, you so brave for putting your kids on the cover, man." And I was like, "Nigga, I do not know these kids."
Because then again, going back to the you and Kendrick parallel, I saw the thing. Oh, Kendrick put his kids on the cover, and Boogie put his kids. I'm like,
my god,
hey,
damn, that's
you're right.
funny.
And I'm like, bro, them ain't his kids, my nigga.
I got one kid. My kid wasn't even trying to pull up.
Hey, dog. So I'm not gonna lie. I skimmed past it. I thought at least one of them.
No,
I don't know them kids.
he don't even know the kids on his album cover.
But I'm a hero, man.
You black.
You got this nigga on your neck.
This shit was all. That shit was all.
He had on denim, fool. That's not comfortable on the neck.
Come on, man.
Nobody
rashing your shit up. Yep. Oh man,
I think I'm gonna beat these head scratchers.
Oh man.
All right. So you familiar with these?
All right, bro.
And now look,
put your glasses back on. It might help you out.
Today, and I was like, I feel like I'm gonna be. Has anybody ever beat one?
Yeah,
for real.
Mm-hmm. Oh, ironically, the dude, what's his name, Minth, the dude that had that song, dude went in the other room. What's his name?
Let me put my glasses.
What you talking about?
The dude that we had on the show who had that one song. He went and got all of them right. Remember, I didn't expect him to be smart.
Oh, why you gotta do bow, 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 bow?
That nigga.
He was smart.
HD for president. Shout to president. Shout to the.
I didn't shout to HD for president. Right. I didn't think he was gonna be smart.
He got it all.
But right. He was like he played stupid for the music.
He got it.
Damn.
But he like really brilliant in real life.
And I play smart in the music. Yeah. I'm really dumb in real life.
Facts.
That's what's
all right.
Let's get it.
Yeah, I got emotional IQ though.
All right. So these are elementary school test questions.
You didn't have to get that disclaimer though.
This is 3 of them.
All right.
Okay. Even if you don't know the answer, just take a second and guess. All right. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
What do you call a baby goat?
What the freak? Don't nobody say nothing.
What?
Just guess it.
Heck?
Even if you don't know, you got to guess it.
I got to just say
just
something.
Guess whatever you think it is.
A lamb.
Baby goat is a lamb.
No, that's not what it is.
What's the answer? For real?
A kid.
A kid?
That's what they call a baby goat. Yep. Clean your glasses. We'll go for the next one.
I feel like it make my brain clear if I clean my glasses.
All right. What does DC stand for in Washington, D.C.?
Oh, my God. Why don't I know that?
Don't look at nobody.
I'm not looking.
Well,
I'm trying to look at the world, a portal to open up and tell me the answer.
I mean, in the right eye, you're probably looking at the future.
Leave me alone.
I'm fucking with
Come on, man.
I don't want you to follow me to the gas station.
D stands for... Damn.
Oh, man, that's your guess?
Democrats.
Democrats.
Congress.
Democrats of Congress.
That's not true. That's not it.
All right. Conglomerate.
No.
The C don't stand for conglomerate?
No.
You know this?
District of Columbia.
District of Columbia?
Yes.
Oh, my God, dude.
I was going to tell you it's still for those Crips, but you wouldn't. But
District of Columbia? Why do you call it that?
Because it's some white people shit, so they don't have to abide by the rules that we do.
Come on, I got to get 1 out of 3. On the hood.
All right, last one. You ready?
Let me take my glasses off. I'm not good with my glasses. That's what it
is. You need ratchet book for this? All right, here we go. Ready?
Uh-huh.
What do biologists study?
Biology.
That's your final answer?
What is biology?
No. Listen to the question. What do biologists study? I
got no answer, y'all. What's the answer?
Guess it.
Guess.
I gave you an answer.
You said biology.
Yeah, that's my answer.
Biologists study biology? That's your answer?
Why you keep saying it like that? I gave you my answer. You don't got to second guess my final answer.
This for the clip. That's what I'm saying.
Life. Biologists study life.
Man. So that's not biology? Nah. All right, man.
Biology is a course.
I don't like this segment of the show because I feel like, I really... No, I'm just playing.
So we do something also called curbside confessions.
No, is he trying to ask me more questions?
No.
Curbside confessions. No. Curbside confessions. This is something that's actually happened to you, okay? Any crazy...
Columbia got me so mad at myself. All right, my bad.
You could. Any crazy stories in an Uber or Lyft or that you've had with a ride share or maybe
food delivery,
Postmates, Uber Eats, anything like that? Any crazy stories?
Not besides trying to fight them or something crazy.
Try to fight the Postmates people?
Yeah, I mean that's always. Don't y'all do that?
No.
Why?
Man, they be acting like they don't want to bring the food to the. If I pay for priority, right? Bring. I'm paying you extra tip. Bring it to my door, and if I gotta come all the way down, I'm gonna have words because it's like, bitch. I just have to walk down here. So there's that. But you know what I'm saying?
There we go. We got a curbside confession.
That's it. That's it.
We good.
We good. Oh, hey man, listen, I appreciate you, bro.
Love y'all, man.
I appreciate you for real, dog.
Shout out to biologists.
More Black Superheroes is out right now.
Westside Boogie.
Go stream that without his kids on the cover.
Exactly. Shout out to them kids, man.
Yeah, Chuck Dizzle, DJ here, Westside Boogie. Thanks for coming through, bro.